mebo party for in abaso so one mun na timi bo ama jumedi e course wo no kra jumedi ne ye fe akono share all factors e de e jumedi in security wise mo media force mo bo apa bibia ye kama at the end of the day no the overarching priority of event and in I said Sebia Bruce Sebia Nyado Beshana Yawa party no Ejina Hopinting Nebeka said every decision was just towards strengthening the party. No dear Omobia Obidi and Sembi Obikaya Edin Kabumo Ebabiano Yasu Faso Editum Pushe Nipa AGYAPONG ya de na ya budget so Aka ubia ni budget so ina din kabom de bia ho and on the face value if you ask me about how the event went there like I said no ko pardon bibia ko boko in terms of the reforms about party for na said your mo pen de your mompe ti hono so ekoyi papa kitu akwa na there has to do with the removal or the scrapping of the super delegate elections na depending bibre who say it has outlived its usefulness no okay na no no ma mze ya handle ni ya Mr. Martin munina
exactly
yeah. So we're also in the step in the right direction.
Okay.
I think some of the feedbacks as well about that requires improvement. It's a program the way we are successful at one here but you need to do an autopsy of the program. And that event now who say despite say Yamaki win 99%, you can even do better. And to hear some of the feedbacks it was in regard most of the delegates were also not so happy with the choir one must say Koba said one candidate been the year promote no. It's in no dispute. Any people who my institution no more dream point in say Akuyana atono in terms of laboratory operation we na be the ebikobi. It is one more ho now more much echitafo any echidifo esusu say bia on social we ni na ba akofo na moyama na ya na in terms of the unity and strength of the party no. There are certain conducts that even though be an fine but me and create impression be to fuel the suspicions and go for they already have because
exactly
no two ways about it. Dr. Bawumia they say be a bro. One year former vice president, former flabber. It will be a team and I said say in terms of the courtesies and respect that we have to accord him no. I was here the man. And this will be a crown kasa program as no kasa sampa also kasa. They will see be near the through the whole stadium. Ako we wo near stage the camera na fe drew baby a directing ni be a dioma bass will be a nsa or to create an impression say as a party for no bar holding that's just about 3% and about less than that. Maybe requirement. So it doesn't really augur well for the strength and unity I building. Already, executives you and you especially the organizers, even in the previous elections, people felt that they took sides. So, and to say, Ekoba say, all other aspirants no much for you now. Now, move, you say, I did the new speech and a man of Kanye. So, now, quite say, project as the face of the party. As the candidates of the party, one here na mena seponi atano man kabuma in area no ayede and so delegates have raised some of these concerns or shefiti car park or outside perimeter will be asema or kana na me kwa dem say said that about me di anim kwa kon last election si anka nsese bi sa ho a anka afre obia kana ho na party for penning for you now more VIP ness muna mumra ne enkochia party for so na ka efe na kobasa ba akofo na ekochia dia hu se hadwen kakra manipa no bi adwen ya omo kesana I know that is the only feedback and so party when they brave felt because Obi and who are already said there be a party now. One person almost said the bill. There be people want the party to grow, people want the party to develop. And those are also feedbacks I heard. But I mean generally the outlook was good. We share so we don't even need to reiterate it. We are majority na bra you remnya dinina no. We are say party ni here and party ni here and kabom. That it you pa no de kenele Japan ba abema Ghana pa ho den a ene ahokeka mo pa koto party no so akosho.
Okay.
Honestly if you look at that as well, it also gave a very strong message to all of us. And also no party may now see any.
Okay.
But you know it was a good event.
Maybe say we answer my the top bottom approach your views on that. But who does perception plays a bigger role when it comes to politics, Anna?
Oh yes. In politics it's a game of perception. So Bible was say and they have determined to build up to the heavens. They have imagined to build up to the heavens. So let us go down and stop them. This is God speaking. The so there is a power of imagination. There is a power of perception.
Okay.
So, Obian who has said you will be associated home with Obia or Susan when they own we need. Everybody wants to associate with where the masses are. And when systemically, no, now say, go for a pinty picture, be an answer one more. SKG said there is a support here. I mean, we did the same thing during the 2024 general election. Instead of saying a form for a Kasama party for no, na no more Kasana, no. We gave an impression in the election here, we near enter that stage so ECC Fiani Vinia Sak in Paluta, ye Fantina. So, and no, say we deceived ourselves thinking that it will work. I mean, sometimes it works to some extent, but so that it do be a reality also assessing. Maybe a party in the general. It's not about drama. It's not about choreography. It's not about camera tricks. It's about which mean I say party for na yi nipa omoye de omope. Omodi nipa ne ba in the Yena Japan ba in the Dr. Brian ba ebedinechi. Dr. Bawumia ba ebedinechi. Dr. Duchumba ebedinechi. That if the party people an opportunity for them to make an informed decision based on Oma Omoko Yasi Omotie, Pastori Omotie, Uju Omotie, Oma Free School ba in no Nipa Ben Omose, Omotumana, Ghana Fobeto. That is Kennedy Japan.
Okay.
But yes, with some of these tricks and camera tricks. It doesn't help anybody.
Okay. All right. Ora Pius, menene edi nkomo ye no already one important issue bia I needed your comment on with regards to the top bottom approach now that is agreed that January you better abano. He's saying candidates in now would then have almost 180 days to campaign. I mean effectively to see say omube to me do be to me di party name no. Do you share the same views as so and as the top bottom approach really nanka enka na yedi hu nkomo ayeka say o emma ebeba na conference na be kire say omo na ebe ya na yenye now finally it is on. Now you have almost about 180 days to do the needful.
Yeah. I found out free go be so now free.
Me fear breed me yakwa pimni.
Okay. A breed me should say a breed nipa wo bi aje tum say. The wo si dan na fapem ye certificate form. Na dan na enya ho de bantesa.
Yeah, no crap.
Oba santi atem so a. So me do me brother me free. Gansa do me agogo. Also bia wo bia nim say. With the time odoma kuma ba de be sinne. Isi dan a na fapem ne free form. And we there the most effective way that we felt to say, with the party rebuilding and the friend say re-strategize and regroup, would have rather been to mobilize and rebuild from the beat. party from penny for say one more to see any woman semono. Opposite in free show. Afonso Niho, Chano Maka, party they will join here. You may disagree, but ultimately still have to agree. It is almost in two free swap. Adebakwa, Mekan of Fidian said, a two free stroke could see form, a two free form could see so, a two free bankum be sinifa, a two free nifa be si bankum. Sebu, the two in cry, and the AGYAPONG party for number 2, Abanamano at the number, because Omoji did it. Yet they are not the higher cry. Whom they used to say the most effective way of mobilizing should have rather been from the bottom. But regardless, we are more than ready and more than prepared to go into this contest and win.
Even if we have 180 days to go.
Not to say so almost a son. We say, say you would
orient the bottom, as I call.
Oh, dear, if you keep Kosuba, a document motor and fancy document moving. Almost young Mama would declare.
Into the hand say, and in terminate. But one of the key points are motions in Ibirazi that I have seen the sitting government, some of the comments that are coming from Omo Krofunibi. I think I've read Ras Mubarak and a Facebook page talking about the issue of election of the communication directors of the party. Sisiano and Sisiana, one of the reforms are Sebio MPP henceforth on Babe. They feel that the South is becoming more or less like too many elections within internal party elections. Again, no, a besan Babe sika sembium ama campaign for them to be voted as a communication directors and all that. And I said I saw even Minyabema Sadiq, the Ojina Wokankwe, and also raised the same issue about this communication issues and all that. What do you make of it? Is it something that will help the party?
No, Rasmubarak don't know a party, no MPP,
or share, not your band day.
That's what on the party, communication director, Twaba. I don't know, on for them for them out. But I mean, the whole point is also that I agree that communication is a bit technical. And sometimes you need Obia or a whole name here. Now, yes, that is how you made the essence. But also come to think of it, no question to say, you're Twaba national executive, sir. Oh, not chairman and I say national executive, so say Nipa Bear 10, 80 who's a communication director when a any other than the whole electoral college cannot also make that determination. So if 1 or 2 or 5 people can make a good determination, don't you also think say a wider number can make a best judgment or best determination? Say any person may see this is bit my ayo. And to me, I mean, say appointee and hame. Yeah, so about so any day and hame.
No, okay.
Democracy days has always been expensive.
Okay.
And on the subject of Sikasem, there Sebu. Oh, I say what's the number? UPA Sikasem. Other them so Sikasem, and that's Sikasem, the Obevia.
Okay. All right.